USB pen project, designing in 2D design. So the first thing you're going to need to do is go to dtzone.co.uk. Once you've got the home page up, you can go to Year 8 USB pen project lesson 5. And here you're going to be able to find a template. Here it is, USB Master 2012-2013. Save that template first before you do anything else. Now with that template saved, what you can do is open up 2D Design and then simply go to open that template that you've just downloaded. As you can see, there are instructions on the template as well, so you can give those a read. But the idea is that you are going to design your USB pen within this green square here. And all engraving must be read using the thickness 0.5 millimeters. If typing letters, you must set the fill as red and the line is invisible. And draw the front, middle and back, and pay attention to reversing the back if you want to add text to both sides. So here you can see an example of exactly what we're trying to achieve by the end of this tutorial. So from left to right, you've got the top, the middle and the bottom in the 3 different layers that we're going to cut out using the laser cutter on the acrylic. So then finally, this bottom section just explains how you can use a 3D effects tool to create a 3D exploded drawing of your USB pen at the end as well, but we'll come back to that later. First thing to do then is to just quickly change the name of this text here and put my name in. And then I think it's going to be easiest to move this text out of the way. We're not going to delete it yet, just in case you want to come back to it and read it again, but I'm just going to select it and drag it off the page so that I've got a place to work. Now I'm going to delete the middle section completely. You don't have to, you can move it to the side. And then I'm going to zoom it in as well, just so I can see my work area a bit clearer. And then I can start to just draw the shape of my USB pen. So as you can see, for this I'm using the arc tool. Depending on what design your USB pen is, what shape it is, it depends which tools you use, of course. And then, just to be quick, I'm going to use the copy tool. You could use a mirror tool for this. It would be a bit more accurate, but I can just copy it, move these lines to one side for a second, and then I can flip them on the vertical axis here, and then drag it back in and join it back up with my shape. And that's my middle of my USB pen pretty much done. That's going to be cut out of 5mm clear acrylic. Now to do the sides, all I need to do is copy and paste that first design I did, and then I can begin to just delete the center out. Don't forget to keep this horizontal line because that's where the lid comes off. And again, I'll just copy and paste that one. And that gives me the 3 sides of my USB. And I do want to put some text on it, so I'm just going to put Mr. C's USB pen. And we make sure that the line is invisible and the fill colour is red. And that will just tell the laser cutter to engrave this instead of cutting through. There we go. So just to cover what we said at the start again, all engraving must be in red using the line thickness 0.5. If typing letters, you must set fill as red and lines invisible, and draw the front, middle and back, and pay attention to reversing the back piece if you want to add text. So that's the first part of the tutorial done, so we can delete that text, and the second part is to create a exploded 3D view of your USB pen. So firstly what I need to do is copy, well, we'll get rid of that green line first, and then I can copy all 3 of my layers so I've got an extra copy that I can make 3D. Now I'm just going to move this to one side again so I've got a bit more room, and just quickly spread them out. It's also a good idea at this point to move the middle part actually into the middle so that it's easy to work with later on. And also I'm going to get rid of the text. I can then use the fill tool, choose my fill colour, I think I'll stick with blue, and I can use that to fill all the sections of the front and back of the USB pen, like this. Then the middle of the USB pen is going to be made out of 5mm clear acrylic, so we need to choose a colour. White's obviously not going to be any use on a white background, so we'll just go for a slightly grey colour. That will do. And I'm just going to fill the outsides obviously because the inside is going to be cut out. I can also move that line there. And then if we highlight one face at a time and select the 3D effects tool here, and then you can see the finish depth is at 3mm, which is the same thickness as the acrylic, so we're going to keep it at 3mm. Click OK and then click anywhere on the screen and it will make it 3D. Okay, so same again for the middle part of the USB. Select it, press the 3D effects tool, but this time it's going to be 5mm thick, so we're going to put the finish depth at 5. There's the middle. And the back is 3mm, so we'll just change that again. And there's the back. Okay, so finally just to move these drawings around so they're in line with each other, to make it look like the USB pen is exploding out. What you may have to do here is select them and go to edit at the top and then arrange them so that the front one is brought to the front, and if necessary the back one is put to the back. And that's it. That's this tutorial complete. You can see the finished article here. We've got the 3 faces of the USB that we can cut on the laser, and we've also got a nice 3D exploded drawing of the USB pen.